The hypomating feature in Pedigrees 360 allows you to hypomate your mare with a stallion, or you can create the mating of a yearling that you may be looking at buying. To access the feature, click on the hypomating link on the left-hand menu. Now, let's enter a sire. Let's say for example we put in Paddington, who is not yet a stallion, but will be in the future. And if we mate Paddington with one of our mares, Silent Sky, you can see here that this is a very international mating. Silent Sky is by Henry the Navigator, King Mambo. The second dam is Belong to Me, and the third dam is an Australian champion. One of the things that we learned when we did our AI modeling was that there are colt patterns, and there are filly patterns, and they result in two different cluster graphs. It's quite surprising, but it does explain why there are some brothers and sisters that have totally different abilities. For this reason, in our product we show mating results for both colts and fillies. In this example you can see how the filly pattern is terrific. The colt pattern, not so much. In terms of this mating, the filly pattern is great. You can see here there are 20 Hyperions and 16 Nasrulloas, so this is great as well. On the mare side you can see the build-up of nut alma is a little low, so less than ideal. Overall, this mating pattern is okay if it turns out to be a filly. We can then change the sire, so instead of Paddington, let's go ahead and change the stallion to Frankel. You can see how again the filly pattern is great, but the colt pattern is not as strong. We see this sort of trend for some mares where they throw better fillies, as opposed to better colts. This mare does appear on the small sample to show that she'll be producing better fillies than colts. In this example the male duplication is the male critical mass is low and the female critical mass is also low, so this is a less than ideal mating, even though of course Frankel is one of the champion stallions in the world. From this screen we can also change the mare, so let's go ahead and change the mare to Lips and Lashes. You can see how with this mare, a filly and a colt both are less than ideal. You can see again the male duplication is low, female duplication is not too bad, there's 12 selens, but overall the mating is just average. You can continue changing stallions for a mares until you find a match that lights up. Sometimes a mating lights up like a Christmas tree, and by using the hypomating function, it can help you narrow down mating options.